Despite its small size, the population of Jersey is made of people with a diverse range of religions and beliefs. Traditionally seen as a Christian island, Jersey's established church is the Church of England, and Anglicanism and Roman Catholicism are practiced on the island in roughly equal numbers. Together, these religions account for around half the population of Jersey. Other denominations of Christianity and other religions such as Islam, Judaism, Sikhism, and Buddhism account for handfuls of people on the island. In recent years, irreligion has been an increasing force in Jersey, with 2/5 of the population identifying as having no religion. This number rises to 52% for Jersey people under 35. History. Before Christianity, in the Neolithic period, religious activity in the settled communities is marked by the building of ritual burial sites known as dolmens, from which food and personal items such as jewelry, spindle whorls, pottery, tools and animal bones have been excavated at Zubia. These finds indicate that Neolithic settlers possibly believed in an afterlife, much like many modern religions. The burial of the dead with the belongings showing similarities to the burial process in the Egyptian religion. However, recent excavations at Zubia by archaeologist Mark Patton, together with consideration of solar alignments, suggest that the Jersey dolmens functioned more as centers of worship like cathedrals or churches, where burials are incidental to the main function. Christianity. Celtic Christianity. There is some evidence from parish names of Celtic missions to the islands, notably St. Brelade in Jersey and St. Samson in Guernsey. Apart from place names and one note in the life of Samson, no documentary evidence is available. Roman Catholicism. Sometime between 535 and 545, Helia, who was to become Jersey's patron saint, went to the island bringing the gospel. The island of Jersey remained part of the Duchy of Normandy until 1204, when King Philip II Augustus of France conquered the duchy from King John of England. The islands remained in the personal possession of the king and were described as being a peculiar of the crown. However, the island continued to be part of the Norman Diocese of Coutances and was reluctant to come under the wing of the English Church because it had many cultural ties with Normandy. The island embraced the French Calvinist form of Protestantism during the Reformation, and orders were received to remove all signs of Catholicism in 1547. In 1550 and 1551, church property was sold for the benefit of the crown. The island remained under the Diocese of Coutances until 1569. There were several waves of Roman Catholic immigration, notably in the 1790s during the French Revolution, in the 1830s and 1840s with the influx of Irish labourers, and towards the end of the 19th century with the settlement of Catholic religious institutes. Protestantism. French Calvinism. Islanders embraced Calvinism during the Reformation, especially under the influence of French-language pamphlets and books from Geneva, France and the Low Countries. The reign of Queen Mary I and King Philip was especially significant. Important Protestant religious leaders in Jersey and Guernsey fled to Geneva, and when they returned after Mary's death, they had taken on much of the severe form of Calvinism formulated there by Calvin, and set up consistory courts. Another factor was a reaction against the burning of heretics in the islands. In neighbouring Guernsey, Fox records the remarkable death of the Protestant Peregrine Massey, one of the Guernsey martyrs, who gave birth while being burnt at the stake. Her newborn child was returned to the flames by the Catholic bailiff. There also was a sudden influx from France of Huguenots, the name given to French Calvinists, as Louis XIV revoked the Edict of Nantes in 1685, effectively depriving them of the freedom to practice the religion by brutal methods, prosecutions, prisons, galley slaves, no property rights, dragonnades, etc., etc. The style of worship was resolutely Calvinist. Queen Elizabeth I left Jersey and Guernsey more or less in charge of their own affairs, because of political expedience. Protestant islanders would be in opposition to Catholic France. Church of England. Although Jersey was transferred to the Diocese of Winchester in 1569, it was not until the governorship of Sir John Peyton in 1603, under James I, that the forms of the Anglican Church were restored to Jersey. In 1620, David Bandinel was appointed the first Dean of Jersey since the Reformation. Anglicanism then became and remained the official religion of the island. Methodism. In 1774, Pierre Le Sueur and Jean Tenton returned to Jersey from Newfoundland and started to preach Methodism, to which they had been converted while engaged in the Newfoundland fisheries. Some Huguenots were drawn to the ideas of Methodism similar to those of Calvinism. Conflict with the authorities ensued when men refused to attend militia drill when that coincided with chapel meetings. The royal court attempted to proscribe Methodist meetings, but King George III refused to countenance such interference with liberty of religion. The first Methodist minister in Jersey was appointed in 1783, and John Wesley preached in Jersey in August 1789, his words being interpreted into the vernacular for the benefit of those from the country parishes. The first building constructed specifically for Methodist worship was erected in St. Ouen in 1809. Judaism. Jews first established a synagogue in St. Helier in 1843. There were only a small number of foreign and British Jews in Jersey before the start of the occupation of the Channel Islands in the Second World War. Most of the Jewish population of Jersey evacuated to safety in June 1940 to the United Kingdom, but the United Kingdom did not permit foreign nationals, including Jews, to leave for the United Kingdom, leaving them trapped in Jersey. 12 Jews were registered under the laws imposed by the Germans and administered by the Jersey authorities. However, the anti-Jewish repressions were not carried out systematically. Jews of British citizenship were less likely to be persecuted than foreigners. A number of well-known Jews lived through the occupation in comparative openness, including Marianne Blampied, the wife of Edmund Blampied, the artist. The bailiff of Jersey refused to ratify the registration of the Eighth Order requiring the wearing of a yellow star as a measure too far. No Jersey Jew was required to wear a yellow star in the island. In 1943, Jews were among those deported to internment camps in Germany, along with UK-born residents, former British military personnel and undesirables. After the war, there was a revival of Jewish life in Jersey and a new congregation was founded in St. Brelade in 1962. As of 2004, Jewish population was estimated at about 120. Religion in Jersey today. In the 2015 Jersey Annual Social Survey, 54% of adults stated they had a religion, 39% said they did not, and 7% weren't sure. Of those who had a religion and gave details, 97% were Christian and the remaining 3% were Buddhist, Hindus, Jewish, Muslim, or Sikh. Christians broke down as 44% Anglican, 43% Catholic, and the remaining 13% another Christian denomination. In addition to the Church of England, the island is host to the following faith groups: other philosophies, humanism. Those who are not religious and wish to exchange ideas on humanist and secular matters have an active local group which holds discussions in their Yahoo group as well as meeting for lunches in local restaurants. Notable places of worship.